Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I'm here to work in the Dollar Tree planner, which is in this cover by Moterm. The prompt this week is Alice, and I left this prompt up to interpretation. I didn't want to include the in Wonderland part of it. That way you can use any Alice or what Alice means to you. You can choose whatever Alice you want. If you want to use Alice, I think her name was Linda Gavin from the TV show Alice, when Kiss My Grits was the worst thing you heard on network TV, then you are free to do that. So I want to do something Alice in Wonderland. I still don't get why Alice in Wonderland is so big in the journal community, the junk journal community, in clip art and graphics. You may not know that, but I do search around and look at different graphics and stuff like that. And I see Alice in Wonderland themes a lot. The vintage Alice in Wonderland graphics are available for free on Pixabay. So if you're looking for something for your spread, the vintage versions are free, and you do see the vintage versions everywhere. I wanted to do something a little more contemporary, so I did a little search on Etsy and found one of the shops that I like actually had some things that I could use. So these are all from a variety of different clip art sets that Frou Crafts, I think that's the name, Frou Crafts. I'll put the link and information in the description box below. They have several different things that you can pick from if you're interested, and I decided it was a good thing to go ahead and buy the kits because I can use them for some other projects that I'm working on. All of this is from Frou Crafts, from I think like 3, maybe 4 different kits. So I picked and chose, well, they're not kits, they're sets of graphics. I picked which things I wanted to use. Then this is the Spring Paisley washi from Simply Gilded, and the Day of the Week washi from Rose Colored Days. I pulled out Botanicals from the Happy Planner because it has some blues in here that I think I can use. And this is from 2018. This is last week's spread. It was, the theme was Bumblebee, or the prompt was Bumblebee. So this is how it looked. I think it turned out pretty cute. So we're moving on to the next week. I've already done my header whiteout and added a journaling spot. If you want to know how to make this, I will link to a video showing how I did it in the iCard up above. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. So I am still feeling, I'm going to start with these. These actually came this way. I just reduced them down to make headers out of them, and I don't know what's going on with my Cricut. Some things it seems like it cuts and sometimes it doesn't. I might need to increase the pressure for stickers, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still uninspired to plan, and it always happens around this time of the year. I think I might have to put, ooh, this is still a little big. I think I might have to put down my washi first. Yeah, but what's different about this year, it's really, really bad. So this washi was from the collab with Simply Gilded and Archer and Olive. So I'm going to use that up here. And I know it's not going to go well over the whiteout, but I'm going to use it anyway. But yeah, my not feeling like planning, I should come up with a name for it. Any suggestions, let me know in the comments. It's bad this year, so bad that I've even thought of giving it up completely. And I didn't realize it until this morning while I was sitting here getting ready to record that this is, I think, 7 years of this. I'm pretty sure I started in 2015. In the planner community specifically, I'm not sure, but I think I didn't check. Anywho, I think that is a big part of my problem, because I've got the 7-year itch. I want to do something else, something more. I feel like I've done everything that I can do here. Maybe, I don't know, but pretty sure that's what my problem is. I have the 7-year itch. Did I just tear the paper again? No, I didn't do it this week. So if you remember last week, I tore the paper on the edge over here, but I think I've pretty much repaired it with that washi tape. So we should be good. Then I'm going to put this down here. I may regret it later, but I can always remove it. Yeah, and I do tend to do things in 7-year increments. Like my children are 7 years apart except for the last one. So they're all pretty much exactly 7 years apart. And even like in my real world jobs, everything, it's like I would change every 7 years. So maybe it's just that time. Maybe it's just time for that change. And I didn't think I was going to need, I'm not going to white it out. We're going to live with it showing through just a little bit. But yeah, I didn't think I would feel that way about this because it's really kind of something that I like doing, but I don't know. So I really don't know where I'm going to go from here. I still have to do my Dollar Tree planner and I still want to work in my Stalogy. If maybe you notice, I haven't done it in a few weeks, and I even have not done anything in my work planner or in my work notebook. But I was thinking, what are some of the things that motivate me and help me push through these times like this and still put out some pretty decent spreads, even when I'm not feeling the greatest about planning. So one thing that I do is I reduce my planners to 1. So basically that is why I have only been in the Dollar Tree planner, because I have a commitment for this one, and this one gives me a little more freedom where I can just do the spread and I don't have to worry about filling in any plans for the week or anything like that. So it kind of gives me a break from planning in a way. But that's another reason why the Stalogy and the work planners have somewhat fallen by the wayside, because I decided to put my efforts in on the Dollar Tree planner. Then when things, when I get through this little rough patch, I can just go back to those. So that's one thing. Reduce the number of planners you use. So if you're only using one planner anyway, maybe just do less of what you do in that planner if you can, just to kind of give yourself a break. And I think this might just be a bigger problem with those of us that do social media. You get burnt out, you get a little tired, maybe, I don't know. Let's go on and put these pieces on the washi graveyard. So that's our base. That's what we're working with. So yeah, number 1, reduce your number of planners. Number 2, pre-plan your deco and your plans. I know a lot of people do pre-planning. I really don't want to lose that 5 on the card. So if you do pre-planning, that's great. You probably mostly pre-plan your actual plans, but maybe consider pre-planning. And when I say pre-planning, that doesn't mean actually sit down and write something down. Just think about it. Get your mind in gear with what you want to do. You don't have to write it down. To me, that's like extra work, because you're going to write it in your planner, but then you're going to write it on a piece of note paper or whatever you use to pre-plan. I never understood that. If that's what you do, that's great. But it don't feel like you have to write it down. I don't. I just think about it. I keep, And then if it's something that I don't want to forget or something like that, then I will jot it down in my notebook or something. But yeah, that way when you sit down to plan, you already have kind of an idea of what you want to do, and it's just not all over the place, which tends to stress me out. I know when I don't really know what I want to do when I'm feeling like this. Now there's a lot of times where I get on and I plan flying by the seat of my pants, so to speak. Just doing whatever I want to do. And it works out for me. But right now, when I'm feeling like this about planning, I can't do that. I need to have a plan in mind before I sit down. I need to move this up, so I'm going to have to cut something off over here. Okay. Let's leave that. Okay. So, yeah, pre-plan. And like I said, don't just pre-plan your plans. Pre-plan your deco, too. That takes some of the stress off when you sit down to do your planning. So, since I'm all about the deco, especially for the Dollar Tree planner, I pre-planned what I wanted to do for Alice in Wonderland. And I kind of have to do that a lot of times because I am using a prompt. So if I was just planning, you know, not using a prompt or a theme like I do in my B6 Stalogy and my work planner, then that would be when I would use that pre-plan type of thing. Decide what I want to do, how I want it to look, establish my own theme, however you need to do it. That's what works for me. So here we go with her. And you could always, if you want her to be brown, you could color her in. I decided not to. I could have colored her in while I was in Photoshop, but I kind of like her just the way she is. So I didn't bother with that. Do I want to put her smack dab in the middle? I think I can, since we're not bulky yet. But I don't want her to interfere with our flap here. My third tip is schedule time to plan, or plan at the same time all the time. So that way, even on the times you don't feel like doing the planning, but you really need to, it's going to become like a habit. So for instance, the Dollar Tree planner plan with me. Usually I try to plan them earlier in the week, but that really never happens. Especially now that I'm not motivated. Then I'm like, well, I could do it Saturday night or Saturday afternoon. That doesn't happen. Okay, there's going to be very little space to write here. But that's how I'm going to do this. I think I can just cut some of this off. So yeah, that doesn't happen a lot, but no matter what, usually I think I've missed one time in quite some time, and that was last week, where I didn't plan on Sunday and I pushed it to Monday. I just needed some more time to myself. So, but yeah, generally the habit is, if I don't get it done earlier in the week or Saturday afternoon, then Sunday morning I am in here doing the Dollar Tree planner. And I'm so used to doing that when I don't do it, it feels strange. Like last week, it felt strange, and I don't think I really rested any more than I normally would have, because should I put that all the way across there? I think I will. I don't think I got any, such a break from it, because I thought about it all day. I'm like, oh, I should have been doing a Dollar Tree planner spread today. I should have been doing, So it's kind of built into my schedule. And yeah, I feel kind of strange when I'm not doing it. So if you have a schedule set for yourself, a specific time to plan or relax, whatever it is you do, that should help a little with the inspiration to get to planning. And I don't really like to have to cut this off, but I have to cut it off. Okay. So then I said 3 things. Here's another bonus thing that really helps me. I find things that inspire me to plan. Even when I don't feel like planning, I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. So, like I said, all week I've been looking at the vintage look Alice in Wonderland graphics, and I was just like, oh, I don't feel like doing it because I was not inspired by those. I think I'll be more inspired to use the vintage look stuff and maybe a junk journal, or making a journal kit. I wanted something that spoke to me for this week, and I was able to find something. I love these graphics, and I can't wait to use them in my other project. And when I saw them, it was like, okay, I'm ready to do that Dollar Tree planner spread. These y'all don't believe me about the horn, the alarm going off? It just did it again. But yeah, when I saw these, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to get into the craft lab and get busy with these graphics. I don't think the red looks that great up there. Yeah, no, might have to save them. Now that's one thing about using multiple sets of digitals here. One set was more of a red based, and then the other one had these florals. So I better stick with these florals since I used them down here. But yeah, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to dive in to using these stickers, these graphics. They're just kind of the thing that I was looking for. So, and I only found that because I went off looking around. I didn't settle for what I initially thought I was going to do. I was like, well, let me go check out some more and see what I can find. And then I found something that I really liked. So, and then that lit my fire and made me feel like, okay, I feel like planning now. Try that. Look around at different things for inspiration, whatever inspires you. I always love looking at graphics and things like that. So I think I'm gonna put these teacups up here. I haven't put down the days of the week yet. So let me hold off on that and go on and put these down. So again, this is day of the week washi tape. Is perforated. And it is from Rose Colored Days. And I think it's pretty great. I haven't used it in a while because I don't want to use it all up. And sometimes it tears just right. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why that happens, but it does. So yep, those are my tips for pushing through or getting through periods when you don't feel like planning. And I know a lot of not feeling like planning is just not having the time to do it. So that scheduling yourself time and making it a habit is gonna be like a key thing. Ooh. Hi. Yeah, that'll be a key thing if you're really busy and don't have time. Those are just some things that I thought about that I was actually doing and didn't realize it while I was sitting here waiting for the dryer to stop so that I could record this morning. Because it was like as soon as I sat down, cleared off my desk because I was working on something else, my son came in to put his clothes in the dryer. I'm like, oh my gosh. So instead of trying to record over that, I just went and did some other chores that I needed to do. And by the time I finished all that, it was time for the dryer to stop. And I just, jotted down a few thoughts, thought about why I am, okay, I gotta put it over it. That's not gonna look right. Why I am feeling the way that I'm feeling and not wanting to plan and things like that. I kind of feel like I'm getting through it though, because I'm ready to pull out my Stalogy and my work planner this week. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm pretty sure I'll be back with the other planners. These are very light, but I don't want to color them in. I'm not going to color them in. We're not going to do that today. I do have another tip, actually. Just go digital. If you have plans that you really need to plan and you don't have time to decorate or whatever the case may be, go digital. Try it. It's not as bad as people think, and I know a lot of us say, well, I have to write things down, or I'm not going to, you know, do it or remember it, or whatever the case may be. Just try it. And I'm just going to cut this in half so that I can get extra use out of it. And then I'm going to use this other one. Kind of limited this week on the number of stickers that I have too. That's another sign that I'm a little lazy. I only felt like printing and cutting one sheet of the stickers. Let's put them on here. Since we have nothing in our little journaling space here. I'm gonna have to put some glue on that. And I did actually get it on my flip. So yeah, I'm gonna have to glue that. I think I'm just gonna use a little glue instead of glue stick because I can actually use this fine point here. Let me put my needle up to get exactly where I need to get. So glue stick is a little more sloppy. Do I need to glue these down? I think so. So hopefully that's going to stay. Let's try not to pull up the flap until it dries completely. Let's take this last floral and I'm gonna put it right here. And hopefully her dress can come over it a little bit. So there is my modern day Alice. Again, the graphics are from Frou Frou Crafts. Now let's go in and add some of these Happy Planner stickers to get it all nice and cute. There was one particular sticker in here that I saw. I think it was in, yep, here we go. This I wanted to use in here. And I forgot about this flower situation. So let's see. There we go. So that's gonna go in there. I'm gonna take this Let's Do This sticker. Don't want to put anything up there. I kind of like the way that looks up there, but nope, I'm gonna put it here because if I put it up there, I'm gonna have to glue it on top of that washi tape. Let's use this Today sticker. Kind of want to put it up here, but I think it will be best here. Let's use this Big Plans. I'll probably never get to use this anywhere else, so I'm going to use it here. Hello Weekend. Do I want to round these corners? No, I don't. Let's burnish this. Try to get everything laying down well. I kind of do this especially when I have stickers on top of washi tape because they don't like to stick on the washi tape. But also once the adhesive cures, everything will stick better. Friday. I need to move that. Maybe I'll move over Thursday so that those things line up a little bit better. Okay, that's better. So that's it. That is my contemporary Alice spread. Alice was the prompt. I used digital clip art from Frou Frou Crafts. The paisley washi tape, the light blue, is from Simply Gilded, as well as the white with the gold sparkles. The day of the week washi is from Rose Colored Days. And I used a few stickers from the Happy Planner. So with that said, that is the spread. I hope you found the tips helpful and enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.